Hi everyone, welcome to the new episode of Yotewo podcast. And today we have our new guest, Bassey Eyo, the CTO of Lybertine. So Bassey, thanks so much for coming here.
Yeah, thank you, Alex, for having me around.
It's an honor. It's an honor to have you today. I think I'll start with a bit of introduction on yourself, with like basic introduction. Just tell a bit more on how you got into the tech field. You've been in the field for over 20 years. It's incredible. Tell a bit more about how you started.
Yeah, it's been an interesting story. So I started back home in Nigeria.
Okay.
I started as a system administrator, pretty much just when the internet was just getting its hype at that time.
That's cool.
And progressed to the infrastructure side of things, supporting networks, supporting last mile solutions and all of that.
Nice.
And then from there, I progressed into software, where I started having to develop softwares, and that was the trajectory for me. And then being involved in a couple of projects, both local there in Nigeria and internationally. Been involved in projects in Ghana, Nigeria, the World Bank.
Okay.
And both in fintech, education, edutech, and health tech, and e-commerce.
Nice.
So
different niches.
Yeah, very different niches and all of that. Progressed, dabbled into my entrepreneurial journey.
Okay.
We get that was what brought me into the e-commerce and even government too.
Okay.
So and then I felt it was time to leave the African continent, and I found myself in Europe. That's in the UK.
Yeah.
Also, of course, because of being in the tech space, I remember back then in 2012, I got invited to the White House by Barack Obama.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and so
amazing.
it's been that's been my journey, and I'm here in London now.
That's amazing, man. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Can you tell a bit more about the very which year did you start? It was 2004 or something like that.
Yeah. Actually started in 2003, I'll say.
Okay.
So that's when I got into it, and ever since then I've been here now.
Interesting. What was the job of because I want to compare with today and back then. Like, what was the job of sysadmin back then? It was very different from what we do these days. Yeah.
So sysadmins then were seen like demigods because people were kind of like scared to touch computers.
Yeah.
Are you with me? So when you had any problem, even though you could troubleshoot it yourself, you still need to ring the sysadmin and say, you know what, I don't know if this is working right and all that. Yeah. So it was fun at that time because for every problem you solved, you were well appreciated. Now, with the advent of YouTube, DIYs and all of that, so people can do a lot of those things.
Yeah.
So sysadmin now has kind of like progress into like
software and
quasi support.
You
understand me now?
Yeah. So a bit of DevOps, a bit of
yeah. So that's how it's been. But today you can't just have someone just supporting. Though some organizations still have people supporting software installations and all of that, but right now they require a sysadmin to even have experience in project management.
Exactly. And a bit of everything. Yeah. That's cool. And then can you tell a bit more also on this moment when you switched to software engineering? Because I'm really interested in how that happened.
Okay. So this is interesting. So I was head of infrastructure engineering in one of the fastest growing software company.
Nice.
You get in Nigeria at that time. In fact, I would say on the African continent at that time.
Yeah.
So I was head of infrastructure engineering, and this company was about to get quoted in the London Stock Exchange.
Okay.
From Africa, they went to be quoted, and
nice.
They said, "Oh, it would be nice for us to relocate our headquarters out of Lagos, Nigeria," and that didn't sit well with a lot of us because we were like. The World Bank found us here,
of course,
and all the IFC, that's the International Finance Corporation, found us here and all that. So why do you want to take the HQ out of there?
Exactly, yeah.
So at this point, some of us now started to resign.
Okay.
So when we resigned, I was also among the guys that say, okay, at this point, I think we should go set up our own thing.
Yeah.
So when I resigned, I went in to set up my own company at that time. And when I set it up, it was like, okay, I was doing some of infrastructure related things, but I was like, I've been in this other company for a couple of years.
Okay.
And I have, I've been involved in software delivery at this time. So
yeah. Interesting.
I was like, okay, so let me just pick up this whole software thing. And I started back then. Of course, back then it was the most common language then was PHP.
PHP, yeah.
Yeah, you get. So we started with the whole, you know how they bundle everything.
Yeah.
Either you are using WAMP or you are using LAMP.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Windows,
Yeah.
Apache, and all of that, PHP. Wow. So I get started with PHP, and today is different. Yeah.
It was the most popular language back then. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very popular then. And of course, Facebook now made it more popular because everybody was like, Facebook, PHP. And it was like, okay, PHP is the thing.
Exactly.
Of course, it had its own limitations at that time. So now I speak a lot of other languages. I do Node.js, I do Express.
The most modern ones.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Amazing. And I think let's get also to the next question. So in 2024, I've noticed you worked on the NetEx, the project by
NetEx.
O2. So tell a bit more about this project, how you worked as a PA and release manager, and then also how did you find moving from that stage to startup stage? Like just tell a bit more on that.
Okay, it was interesting. So I got reached out. Someone reached out to me that there was this opening in Virgin Media O2. So, and I was like, what was the project about? It was a digital transformation project.
Yeah.
At this time, I was just getting out of because I came to do another master's in the UK, and I was just getting out of school, and I got this contact on LinkedIn and said, okay, we think you'll be good on it. And I was like, okay. It's going to be senior project management role.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you also act as a release manager and you will support all of this. So it was a £4.5 billion project. It was to roll out fiber to homes to release new homes, 6 million homes in the UK and all of that. And this project has been going on for about 3 years and they've not made any major release.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I got interested in the project. The implementation partners were Accenture. So Accenture were the ones building the platform, just owned by Virgin Media or two. So I came in there and so I had to sit down, interface with all of the Accenture guys, then the SMEs, that's the customers, that's the subject matter experts and all of that.
So a bit of everything, yeah?
Yeah. So it was interesting. So I came up with the release roadmap.
Yeah.
I joined them at about February, and then by April we did the first major release.
That's quick.
And I was there for a year, and we had major releases after then and all of that. And
that's cool.
Of course, Lybertine then came around, and I was like, okay. So it was interesting in Virgin Media, my experience as a software developer.
Yeah.
And now transitioning to
CTOs
management.
Management.
So I was able to interface, you get me now, with the devs from Accenture.
Yeah.
I could understand where they were coming from.
Okay.
And I could now also interact with the owners, in this case, the sponsors of the project, which was Virgin Media at that time. So that helped me to have this balance.
Okay.
And I was able to interpret, okay, this is where we are and all of that. And of course, this transitioned me to coaching them on Agile.
Okay.
Because you've been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah.
So you have a couple of value. So why not begin to release some of these values that you've created and all of that?
Okay.
So that was it with Virgin Media and all that.
Amazing. Perfect. And then, let's get to Lybertine. So after working at 5 companies, you decided to move to the startup. Tell a bit more. How was it? The whole experience.
It was interesting about Lybertine. So Lybertine was, I first came in contact with Lybertine during my ICP.
Okay.
ICP is kind of like internship from the university. So the university reached out to me and said, oh,
okay,
there is this company. It's a startup.
Okay.
We feel you can go spend the next 3 months with them.
Was it the university that you did masters at?
Yeah, the university I did masters in. So I was like, okay. So I said, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And the referral was coming from a very senior person in the university.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really say no.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I've had experience with startups,
Yeah.
you know, because I've told you I also had my own entrepreneurial journeys and all
exactly.
of that. So I was like, oh, startup, okay. So I had this whole thing, and I did the whole 3 months with them. When I finished the 3 months, I told them, you know what, I'll give you guys an extra 1 month. So whilst I gave them the 1 month, whilst I was on that last month, that was when Virgin Media came in.
Okay, I see.
So I was like, okay, I couldn't resist the offer from Virgin. This is like
I
crazy.
mean,
And these other guys weren't really offering much, but I really enjoyed the fact that I was building something from scratch.
yeah, exactly.
So then the CEO and the CEO of Lybertine called me up sometimes after I left. I think about 2 months after I left. And they were like, Bassey, where are you right now? I said, I'm in Manchester. They was like, okay, do you want to send us your address? I was like, what's going on? It's like, okay, we want to pay you a visit. I was like, okay. You want to pay me a visit? Interesting, right?
Yeah.
I gave them my address, and the next thing they showed up in my house. And I was like, okay, you know what? Since you've been with us and all of that, long story short, we have this offer we want to offer you.
Yeah.
So they now offered me first the head of the development team.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, good. They've got developers in Europe, in India, and in Africa. And I was like, okay, yeah, something I will take.
Yeah.
So shortly after that, so whilst I was with them, that was when they were able to make their first raise.
Okay.
So they raised their first, I think, 150,000.
So they came to you first, and then
yeah.
Okay.
So
that's amazing.
So then I was able to kind of like create the whole roadmap for the whole enterprise solutions and all of that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So 2-3 months later, they said, okay, Bassey, we want to see you again. I was like, okay. So they came around and they were like, we think you'll be perfect to be the CTO of this company.
Amazing.
So that was how I transitioned into CTO with them.
Nice.
It's been an incredible journey because then you now have to manage, currently managing well over 65 devs.
Okay.
I'm working on amazing projects, largely AI driven. So you are not only working as a developer now, you're also trying to interpret business requirements into tech, into technical requirements and all of that. And it's been an interesting journey. And
cool, great. I'll have a question, by the way, on that further on about non-tech and tech bridge. But in terms of the fundraising, so can you tell a bit more? So did they bootstrap or did they go to angels or VCs?
Yeah. So it was first bootstrapped.
Okay.
They bootstrapped them. We bootstrapped. The two founders bootstrapped, and we now had angel investors.
Okay.
You get me now. So after that, we did the seed funding, which came as angel investors.
Yeah.
And I think we've raised over 400K.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're currently in
another
fundraising for 500K. We've already raised 120 already.
Okay.
And right after that, then we're going to VCs.
Amazing.
You get, so we'll get into VCs right after that. So we're looking at sometimes in 2026 first quarter.
Cool.
To maybe get into the next round.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's great. No, because I've seen the traction on the website, on the platform, and it's great. You can already go to the VCs with that.
Yeah,
it's a really good validation. Okay, the next question. So the biggest question people usually have about CTOs is how the CTOs manage this non-tech and tech communication between people. How to build this bridge between like founders that want to build something, they have their own business goals, and with the dev teams that are usually like they only understand tech. What's your advice on like building this bridge between them and communication?
Okay, so this is it. For non-tech and tech communication.
Yeah.
For non-tech, center the communication around outcome.
Okay.
They'll be able to understand that.
Yeah.
You don't start discussing microservices with them and all that.
Yeah.
Just tell them what we're trying to build. This is going to be the outcome. We're going to be 40% faster and all of that.
Yeah, like the business goals. Yeah.
Non-tech will communication, fine. The tech communication is going to be, how are we going to achieve that outcome?
Okay.
So once you are able to strike that balance, then you're going to be able to have the communication right.
Okay.
So when I get into, sometimes we have both of them in the room. We have the non-tech and we have the tech people in the room sometimes. And but most times I see the struggle. This is also coming from my Agile and project management experience. That you need to be empirical. You need to show data, statistics, graph, charts.
Okay.
That way it helps.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are able to show them, okay, this is this one pager. This chart shows how we're going to be in the next, in Q2, in Q3.
Yeah. So like visualization of things.
Yeah, visualization of things. Okay. Yeah, non-tech people will be able to understand that.
Okay.
So with tech, you are now democratizing approach.
Okay.
Technical approach. So we want to build this RAG system now, for instance, to be able to carry out intelligent search. So how do we do it? Do we get a third-party plugin for the RAG?
Exactly.
Do we get a machine learning to do this and all of that? So you're democratizing the decision. Some people will say, you know what, let's build from scratch. Some people will say, oh, there's a library I can plug in for that and all that. So
give like the tech team a bit of freedom to...
So tech communication, you're democratizing decision as a CTO.
That's cool.
You don't just come in and say, you know what, we are going to be doing this and that. Because sometimes...
That's some good advice.
You build faster from a tech point of view if you leverage the strength of the team.
Yeah.
So if you know that, okay, this will speak this language, you understand this, they understand this, how this database will work and all of that. So you can democratize that decision and you can say, okay, fine, let's go. As a CTO at that point, you're just checking vulnerabilities, loopholes, risks, scalability and all of that. But then you get fat. With non-technical people, you're listening to them, their requirement, and you are giving out the outcomes and all of that. So pretty much.
Nice. That's actually, great advice, giving a bit of autonomy on decisions to the actual tech people. That's actually really, really good point. Perfect. In your experience, what do you think is one misconception that people have about CTOs? You know, something that they think very wrong of the CTOs. Is there such a thing?
Yeah. People think CTOs just manage developers and make technology decisions.
Yeah.
I think that's a misconception.
Okay.
They do more than that. So CTOs also translate business logic and business requirement to technical requirement.
Yeah.
So CTOs are at management level. Yeah. You're not just there to, this CTOs is just understands only tech.
Yeah.
No. So you are able to strike that balance now with, you don't just sit down. Developers, as a developer, we get excited about what we're about to build.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. As a CTO, you are looking at go-to-market. I need to be competitive. So you still have your...
I see.
You still have your C-level cap on.
Yeah.
Not just tech.
Yeah, I see what
you get me now.
Yeah.
So you'll be like, I know, Alex, I know you can speak this language. I know you can build this.
Yeah.
But we need to stay competitive.
Exactly.
We need to get this shipped out of the door in 2 months.
Yeah.
So because of what the competition and the market is saying.
Yeah. We need to prioritize.
So we need to prioritize it.
Yeah.
So I will say, let's get a third-party plugin.
Yeah.
It will cost us $200 to plug this in, but that will give us 50% runway.
Yeah, exactly.
To getting this product out of the market.
Okay.
So as a CTO, that's like a business decision, but you're taking it from a technical point of view.
That's a really good one. Yeah,
you get me now.
Being aligned with the go-to-market, with the budgets, with everything. Yeah, that's
yeah. So people just think, CTO. When you hear CTO, he's a nerd. He's just talking tech and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one thing I know that the misconception people have about.
That's a really good one. Perfect. So the next one I have, a lot of people, a lot of teams, they experience problems with hiring tech resources, and especially this lies on the shoulders of a CTO.
Yeah.
So yeah, can you tell a bit more about how you guys approached, hiring teams, different locations you've mentioned? Yeah, tell a bit more about how this process is structured.
So right now it's quite competitive.
Yeah.
It's quite competitive in terms of pay.
Yeah.
You get so
Yeah.
first of all, it's trying to even locate the right talent.
Okay.
You can train people, you can teach people technology, but you can't teach people cultural fit.
Like soft skills, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, in the company.
That's really good.
So whilst you can get someone that is technically fit, but this person culturally fit is a problem.
Yeah.
So what we do, first of all, we're looking at trying to hire. As a startup, I believe you're asking this question from a startup perspective, right?
Yeah.
So as a startup, you cannot really fully compete in terms of the pay, in terms of the salaries and all that. So yeah, whilst you put the numbers on the table and you offer them things, so you begin to look at things like stock options, compensation, shares in the company, freedom to work remotely, to work from home and stuff like that.
Benefits,
and all of those benefits and all that. Then that way you stay competitive. But then you need to be very truthful to the person you're hiring, because don't give them this false illusion just because you want to win them over, and then they come in and they feel disappointed. So most times when I'm hiring people right now from a startup point of view, I try to be truthful. I was like, have you worked in a startup before? Are you aware that we're not going to be as organized as you will expect us, structured and organized as you expect us? But then they now come in, they now see that there's some form of structure. Oh, they're using Jira, they are commenting their codes, or they are doing it. Oh, I thought you said there was no structure. I was just managing your expectations and all of that. So it's good to be truthful. And in terms of the pay, it's good to be transparent.
Okay.
So one thing we do as a startup, once we do our next rounds and we do fundraisings, we come back and we tell everyone, oh guys, we successfully done this. Once we are going for pitch this, like last time we went to New York and went to San Francisco, we tell them, okay, you know what, we're heading to New York, wish us luck. Maybe we're successful and all that. So they go, they find out, oh, were we successful? Yes, we're successful. We've been able to raise 100K and all of that. So we're transparent. This is where we're putting the 100K into and all of that. These are the compensations that we're going to do to.
So being transparent with.
Being transparent as a startup, because you will always get somebody. You might not get everybody you want, but it's someone that will be like, oh, I'm happy to be part of this. You get me now. I'm happy to be part of this. In fact, that was actually also how I got into Lybertine, because I tried to ask the founders and I was like, where are you with this? How committed are you? Are you doing this for money, or you're doing this for value? Because to me, eventually value will bring the money. But some people go for the money first.
I agree.
You get. So I heard things like, oh, Bassey, we are in this, we've sold our cars just to bootstrap this. So, those kind of things, conversation begins to ignite passion and all of that in me and all that. So that's, I don't know if I've been able to touch around how we've been handling these hiring things.
And that's really a really amazing thing you said about value bringing the money, not the other way around. I think that so many people like misconcept this. Like it really is like that. You need to build the value, the money will come. It's 100% like that. That's really good. That's a really good point. Okay, get into the next one. We touched point on this a little as well. So Agile development, you're very well known for being an expert in this field. Can you tell a bit more? Why is it important for startups and in general? Like, why would you think it's an important structure to follow?
Yeah, so Agile is an interesting thing. From a tech point of view, my go-to project management approach is Agile. So from a startup point of view, it helps you to fail fast. Once you're using Agile, you will fail fast and you will know and you will iterate. Because Agile principle is incremental value. Agile says, you're building this whole big idea. If you've just finished the login page and the sign up page, release it.
Yeah.
That's Agile.
In very, very small steps.
Yeah, small step. So once you release that and you're building the other one, you'll be like, oh, my login and my sign-up page is failing. That's not what the customer wants.
Yep.
So you can quickly come back, iterate, and fix it.
Yeah.
But if you don't use Agile, you are building this whole Rolls Royce application, and you now ship it out after 18 months.
Yeah.
And the customer says, or the user says,
yeah, it's not really what I wanted.
This is not really what I wanted. And you start to do that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That sense of accomplishment begins to diminish. You're not happy. There's this new word, oh, I'm depressed. No, you're not depressed. You're just unhappy.
Yeah.
You're just unhappy that what you shipped out wasn't like and all that. So, but with Agile, you are failing fast. You are releasing incremental value.
Yeah.
Every day in an Agile environment, you are building the value.
Exactly.
So you're not like, okay, what did we do this week? We were just able to check vulnerabilities on our codes. Yeah, that's value. Ship it out.
Yeah.
Release it.
Yeah.
So for startups in tech, I think the go-to project management approach to me, it's going to be Agile.
Yeah.
So whether you are a one-man team, 5-man, 50-man team, and there's a whole lot of Agile tools that you can use out there that helps you to increase your value. So I'm a proponent of Agile, and I've seen that Agile has helped.
Yeah.
But in big corporations where I've worked and in startups where I've worked, to be successful.
Both, yeah?
Yeah.
That's really interesting. And I 100% agree. There is super big problem when people do a lot of features, a lot of building, and then they ship it out, and it's the whole bunch of things that people are not even able to, try fully. You need to release one by one, see the feedback of the clients. If you see that there is the right spot that you felt, just invest more in that and improve it. If you see there is no interest, just ignore it. Send it to the trash. That's actually really good advice. And I think from a lot of startups, it's not really a tech thing that they need to know. It's just like a common kind of sense thing they need to know. So I think that definitely something that should be this message should be delivered more to founders for sure. Okay, perfect. The next one I have, so I've read a few articles made by you on AI, especially about Gall's Law, job security, a lot of stuff I was reading. It was very interesting. Can you, share your view on AI and its use in general, specifically on its impact on businesses and on the employment? It would be really great to hear your thoughts.
Yeah. So let's let let's address the big elephant in the room. The big elephant in the room is that AI is replacing jobs. Okay, let's not talk about that. Okay. It is replacing jobs. But my understanding about AI is, which I'm also quite very big on AI. In fact, I don't know how my life will be without AI in the last, I'll say, 2 years.
Yeah.
So one thing to understand, my own understanding of AI is that AI amplifies human capability.
Yeah.
It's not going to replace it.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's ever going to replace it. At least not anytime soon. Maybe not in my lifetime. Let me put it that way. But it amplifies it.
I agree.
So, in terms of business and employability, you need to stay adaptable.
100%.
You need to stay adaptable.
Upskilling.
Yeah. So I sit down and I'm working with my devs, and my devs are saying, okay, we're going to build these APIs and these endpoints. We'll release these APIs in another 1 week.
Yeah.
And the following day, I released all the APIs.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, why did you? I was like, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
I've had to leverage a lot of tools to be able to do this. So if you are not adaptable, so now tell my developers now, why do I have to keep you and hire you? You're going to still stay 1 week to release this when I can do this in 24 hours. Exactly. So I expect you to be able to do this in 24 hours
as well, yeah.
Yeah. So
it's a really good one.
Now, from a business perspective as an organization, you need to be open to educate and train and make the team feel secured.
Yeah.
Do you know something? Some people are using AI, but they don't feel secured.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell them that it's AI I'm using.
Yeah.
They will think I'm incapable. They will think
Yeah.
I'm cutting corners. No.
Yeah. I know.
So as an organization, so when in Lybertine, what I used to do, I think I used to have a session every week, and I'll be like, tell me what you did with AI this week.
Nice. That's a good practice, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was able to build this. I was able to build that. I was able to do that. I was able to do that. I was like, okay. Then I begin to take it higher.
Yeah.
How can we incorporate AI into our DevOps activities? How can we incorporate AI into our as a startup? You can't hire all the testers.
Yeah.
People to test your codes and all of that. You don't have the money to resources to hire all of them. So why not
Exactly.
use AI tools to build run these testings and all of that? So I had this whole one person in the Q&A department. I was like, she was there. I was like, you know what? We're going to spend 1 week. I'm going to expose you to some AI tools.
Yeah.
And we're going to build testings and all that. So make people to feel, as the organization, make your employees
feel
to
this
feel
is the normal
safe.
Thing. Yeah, that's a good one.
You're not going to lose your job when I find out that you built this with AI or you wrote this proposal with AI. Of course, it has to stay within the context and the boundaries of regulation.
100%.
Understand me now?
Yeah.
If the organization says don't share financial details with the AI platform, don't share it.
Of course.
But it doesn't mean you cannot use the AI platform to carry out data analysis and all of that. So for me, it's you need to stay adaptable. AI is going to replace jobs, is replacing jobs. AI is increasing speed.
Yeah.
As a developer and as a tech, if you're not using AI, I don't know how. You get me now. How you are doing it. So I think it's both sides. People have to feel safe.
Yeah.
To me, I think that's even where the main problem is. People have to feel safe. People still feel.
This is something like cheating.
I think they're cheating. Again, so you're not cheating. So let the organization make people feel safe.
Yeah.
Have forums, have internal, maybe like hackathons to say, what have you done with AI this week?
Yeah.
Let me see how you are prompting.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see your prompt. Oh, how did you do that?
Yeah.
Let me see the prompt you use for that. Oh,
yeah.
I think I can refine this prompt better.
Exactly.
And stuff like that. That's where everyone succeeds. And the employees and the company gets speed, acceleration in building products.
Yeah.
Employees feel safe, acceptable, and they learn.
Yeah.
So we have Grok 4 came up. No, we had a new version of Grok. Yes, it came out, and I was like, "Oh, guys, it's come out. Let's see what it's talking about. Let's discuss it." What's it called? ChatGPT also just released a new one and all of that.
The 5 one.
Yeah, but largely, for us, from AI point of view as a developer, I think
it's going to be a huge.
Currently, I use Claude, and Claude is amazing for me in terms of the
I use Claude as well, actually.
I use Claude for. I think they are very, very good with codes.
Yeah.
And interpretation of code. So
that's pretty cool. And I think, it's actually, that's the first time I hear that point about actually helping employees to be safe with AI. And that's actually really, really great point, because a lot of them, they will not be transparent about what they do, and it will lead them to, even with prompts, a lot of people don't really know how to do them so well, but they will still do it, obviously, because we just use it every day now. And it will be way, way better if companies will actually be transparent with them about it, explain how they should do it, how they shouldn't do it.
Yep.
That's actually a really good point. I haven't thought about it before. So it's a really good one.
Thank you.
Cool. The next one I have is, what's your take on, you mentioned that you have guys around different locations. What's your take on remote versus in-person format of work? I've recently heard very different stands of it, so it would be good to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, so first of all, I think the tradition now is they are trying to bring people back to the office.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And because shortly before I left Virgin Media, there's this whole... In Virgin Media, I used to go once a week.
Okay.
And shortly after, just when I was leaving, they're trying to push it to about 3 times a week and all that.
Yeah.
So they have their advantages. Collaboration and problem solving is better in-house.
Yeah.
In person.
Yeah.
So that's better.
100%.
Yeah. But speed of delivery...
Yeah.
Sometimes better with remote.
Yeah, that's
because I can be up I can be up at any time and I want to be able to deliver at any time and all that.
Yeah.
Then work-life balance is better with remote. Because you can multitask. I can have my clothes in the washing machine whilst I'm writing my codes, right?
Exactly.
I can have my codes in the washing machine, my breakfast or my dinner in the microwave, and I'm still on my code.
Still writing the code, yeah.
Writing the codes, right. I can do multitask. So for me, it all depends on what works for you.
Yeah, I agree.
But everything has got its advantage.
Yeah.
You get so what we do is sometimes we try to check in with people, because sometimes people suffer this loneliness.
Yeah.
They get into unhealthy
I get what you mean.
space because they wake up and their workspace is they're just facing this wall that has a computer.
Yeah.
They're kind of not interacting with people and stuff like that. So it doesn't help team bonding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we do sometimes is we try maybe quarterly.
Yeah.
To bring people in. Yeah, to do some of those things to bring people in and all that. Also, remote saves you amount of money in real estate.
Exactly, for employees as well. Yeah.
So once you save that money, can you transfer that money to become impact on the employees and all of that?
Yeah.
So because now I'm at a C level, so
yeah, it's a bit different now.
It's a bit different now. So I'll say whatever works. And it's also part of the thing that I touched before on transparency.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're transparent from the onset and say, okay, you know what, I'll require you to come in twice a week.
Yeah.
Be transparent. Don't say, oh, we offer you beautiful work-life balance and da. Then the person comes in and the person is coming in 3 days a week. I'm like, where's the work-life balance and all of that? So for me, it's whatever works for an organization. That
I agree.
Should adapt.
Yeah, I think when there's this mismatch of expectations, that's the worst thing can happen. It's like it's a very bad thing to experience. But I agree. I think you should give like in general, employees should have a kind of freedom of choice in this one, because it literally works different for different people. I know people that can perform perfectly with remote, and they don't want to come to the office. At the same time, there are people who are like, no, we want to come to the office. We want to actually hang out in the space, and So I think it's literally depending on the very individual. Okay. The next question I have is about London. So when did you come to the UK? Which year was it? First time.
Okay. I've been coming to the UK for about 15 years now.
15 years.
15 years, but I kind of settled in.
Yeah.
I'll say in the last 4 years. I'm pushing
4 years.
5 years now, right?
Okay, cool. Can you share what do you think why the UK is such a magnet for talented tech people, for startups, investors? Everyone is here. What's your take on that? Why do you think this?
Yeah. London is okay. Let me say London, by extension, the UK.
Yeah,
it's an interesting environment, or let's say an ecosystem.
Okay,
where capital and global reach, and talent all melt into this whole place.
That's a very nice description. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got capital here.
Yeah.
You've got talent.
Yeah.
Here. And all of this whole thing, global reach.
Yeah.
You get from Heathrow, you can connect anywhere in the world.
Yeah. That's
global reach.
Yeah. People from all over the world.
From every world you can tell people, meet me in London, or let's discuss this in London and all that.
Yeah.
Global reach. Capital. Well, we hear New York is the financial capital of the world, but likewise, London too. A lot of money floats around
all European
London. Yeah, here. So you've got capital and talent. They've got amazing universities, institutions. Yeah. So you can always find someone you can connect with to build, either as a co-founder, or as employee, or as anything. Yeah. So it's a melting pot for everything. So to me, it's right there, and that's what makes, to me, London special.
Yeah.
You get all of this in London, and I love
the description as a melting pot. I love this description.
Yeah. As an alumni of the U.S. government, I'm an alumni of the U.S. government.
Yeah.
And the U.S. government has sponsored me a lot, and has supported me. So I should be preaching the gospel of America. But when I chose to relocate out of Africa,
Yeah.
I was like, I think London is going to be it.
Yeah.
Though I frequent America every now and then, I can't do without it. But
Mm.
like I said, it's a melting pot. You've got talents.
Yeah.
You've
And it's
got
still in Europe. It's
it's still in
close
Europe,
by.
and you hear what they say. They say America will invent.
Yeah.
Should I say this one? They say America will invent. They will say China will copy.
Yeah.
And they will say
Yeah.
Europe or London will regulate.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good thing.
And that's what is happening to AI now.
Yeah.
Oh, America has invented AI. Oh, AI is that. Yeah. Suddenly, China has come with DeepSeek and they've copied it and fine.
Exactly.
Then Europe or let's say London or UK now, it's like, guys, slow down. Let's regulate this. Let's regulate this.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, that's a really good one.
So I think I'll rather sit in the environment of regulation so that I know that there's this perimeter that is guiding me and I'm not going out of context and all of that. So that's why London is like it's a melting pot.
I think great point. Because even when there's some huge growth is happening, even in the UK, it's still stable. In the UK, it's not gonna get out of hand or anything. That's a really good one. Perfect. And I think just the last question to wrap up. What do you think is going to be happening with the ecosystem of tech and startups in general globally and in the UK over the next few years? Like, what's your view?
Yeah, I think was it the last year or was last government? I see government involved in tech, most especially AI here in the UK, which is good. So I see fintech spiraling, I see health tech spiraling, and I see AI. These are three areas I see that is going to be so phenomenal in out here in the UK. And I see
health tech, AI, and
so I said fintech, health tech,
fintech, right?
And AI. We've seen the likes of Revolut. We've seen all those kind of things they are doing around fintech, right? Amazing stuff. Yeah. Even though they categorize them as challenger banks, but these guys are actually the bedrock of innovation. You get me now in the fintech space. True. So we see the whole thing around health tech, and by the way, I'm working on one which I hope to release soon. Predicting medical outcomes.
Wow.
Using health tech and all of that. So I call that rapid capsule. So I'm hoping to release that soon. So I see that also very big in the UK. Health tech is going to, because guess what? NHS is a problem. We know it's our problem.
It is a problem, yeah.
But it's a good problem. We can solve it. You get me now.
Solvable.
So we didn't just wake up to see the whole thing around NHS, having issues around long people queuing up, bed space challenge, all of this born out of COVID, right?
Yeah.
So I see that whole massive transformation around health tech, and of course AI generally, and with the huge backing of government, I see government investing a whole lot in a couple of incubation around to stimulate this whole AI development and stuff like that. So that's where I see all of these things, and that also makes it further interesting to be around in this space. Yeah.
Would you say it's just the UK or a global tendency?
It's global tendency, but there are people that are pace setters. So I see UK, I see Silicon Valley. Those are kind of like pace setters, right? So you see what they're trying to do and all that, and the other parts of the world copy it. So I see that whole thing, and
so I think the general tendency is global, but there are countries who are leading.
Leading those.
That's really cool. That's actually an interesting thought about the government, because I think that actually is happening as well. Like the government has taken pretty huge part in everything. So that's very big.
The challenge is just going to be maintaining talent access.
And the quality as well.
And the quality of access. So I know there's this whole big debates going on about immigration and all of that. So how are you going to get access to these talents, right? How are you going to encourage some of these talents to be able to be within this whole space? But like I said, the government is really working on these things, and even the funding, which I think I read somewhere, they are committing a whole lot of money in funding, in the UK, and what they are also trying to do with Google setting up one of the biggest
Office, yeah.
Labs here also. So all of those things are going to drive.
Yeah.
Going to drive growth and leadership in the whole tech space.
Yeah, that's really cool. And interesting that you mentioned like the immigration. So it will go way beyond just the tech vertical. It's going to be like very global, like social impact. Yeah.
It's going to have social, because then you want to attract the best talent. You want to stay innovative. Because there's a time it's going to happen that your local capacity will be consumed.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you're stimulating, you're funding. Yeah. So people are kind of innovating, then the system sucks up all this talent.
Of course, yeah.
And where are the other talents going to come in and all that? And
yeah, interesting. So, exciting times ahead.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks so much. Bassey. I think we covered pretty much everything.
Thank you, Alex.
Look, I'll leave all the links to your LinkedIn, social media in description, to Lybertine as well. And yeah, man, it was great really to have you here. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you.